when it comes to manifesting what you want in your life, whether it's money or relationships or lovely joy and fun and good situations, or even parking spaces, it's that happens when you're open to receive. When you are energetically open to receive, then energetically you can allow good things to come to you. So the question is, how can you be energetically open to receive? And this is where your warrior goddess is so important, because when you're open to receive, you're open. Therefore, you could also be vulnerable to attack. So you need to know when you can be open to receive, when it's safe, when you're in a situation where those around you and the situation around you wants your highest good. And the discernment of that has to come from your body, because your body is your source of your wisdom and your intuition, and it's way more powerful than your thinking mind. It is so easy to get fooled by the thinking mind, by people who want to manipulate. For example, somebody who, like in a narcissistic relationship, it always starts with love bombers, somebody who will be like telling you everything you want to know, you want to hear, like to validate you. You're beautiful, you're the best person I ever met, you're like my perfect person, you complete me, and makes you feel absolutely wonderful. But it's your body that will tell you if something is off in there. So if you want to be really open, your energy to be open, and you're finding like you're not manifesting the things that you really want in your life, it may well be because you're not feeling safe. And that may be because you are not drawing your boundaries. You're not willing to draw your boundaries, because it's hard to draw your boundaries, especially when you're an empath. Because when you draw your boundaries, people who want to, who are wounded themselves and feel they need something from you, are likely to not like it. So you might get criticized, you might be called awkward or unreasonable or stubborn or selfish by holding your own boundaries. And if those criticisms trigger you and make you feel bad, then you are going to not want to draw your boundaries. You're not going to want to say, no, I'm not doing that, or actually I don't want to do that. Doesn't feel good to me. And these decisions have to be taken like right in the moment. I mean, things can change very quickly. Say that you're with a partner and you're getting intimate with each other, and all of a sudden something just doesn't feel right. If you're the sort of person that's like, oh, I mustn't say I don't like this because it'll offend them or make them think that actually like I don't like them or something, and you don't want them to do that because that would make them feel bad, and you don't want to make them feel bad. That's a classic empath thing, not wanting other people to feel bad, but it means that we don't draw our boundaries when we need to. Therefore, your inner self doesn't trust you to be able to keep you safe. So rather than like, it's just like, well, if I can't trust you to draw your boundaries when it's needed, I'll just shut down the whole time. So I just go into my shell the whole time and stay closed. Energetically, you're not like open to receive. You're just like, energetically, you're sort of clenching, you're sort of bracing against the world, and that actually stops you energetically receiving, because you don't know when you're safe to receive. I mean, that's why it's hard to sometimes receive compliments from people and just say, oh, thank you, because you're like, your system is like, are they trying to get something, or am I safe to receive this? Do I have to give something back? So this is where your inner warrior goddess is everything, because your inner warrior goddess is the one who is deeply in touch with how she feels within herself. And the moment she feels uncomfortable, she is willing to be with that uncomfortable feeling. She's not going to push it away. She's not going to go and distract herself with scrolling on the internet or eating chocolate or alcohol or anything. She's just going to be with that discomfort and see what the message is. And then if her body's like, actually, I don't want this, or I don't want to do this, she's willing to say no. And then she's willing to hear the criticism and not allow it to affect her sense of self. So that is why, if you feel like you're like not manifesting what you want, and you know it's because actually you find it hard to receive compliments, money, whatever, you find it hard to receive from the universe, cultivating your ability to set boundaries and then take criticism for when you do set boundaries is absolutely the work that you need to do. And that's shadow work.